Hello grade 10 students. Welcome to another virtual class. I am Miss Madhu Badge. Today we will start with a new chapter, chapter number 6, Triangles. You are already familiar with triangles and many of their properties that you have studied in lower classes. In this chapter we will study concept of similarity in detail and apply this knowledge in proving theorems related to similar triangles and also to give a simple proof of Pythagoras theorem that we have learnt earlier. Recall the concept of congruency. Congruency means equality. When do we say two figures are congruent? We say that two figures are congruent if they have same shape and size. For example, we have two triangles, triangle ABC and triangle PQR. If we overlap these two triangles, we see that these two triangles completely coincide. That is, the corresponding angles become equal and also the corresponding sides. And then we can say that these two triangles are congruent. So the corresponding angles, angle A is equal to angle P, angle B is equal to angle Q, angle C is equal to angle R. Corresponding sides will be AB equal to PQ, BC equal to QR and AC equal to PR. And we say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR, keeping the order of congruency. A corresponding to P, B corresponding to Q and C corresponding to R. So the order of congruency is maintained. The symbol for congruency is a sleeping S with an equal to sign. So what are similar figures? Two figures are similar if they have same shape but not necessarily same size. So having same shape for two figures is necessary, but having same size is not necessary for two triangles to be similar. That means these two triangles, triangle ABC and triangle PQR, are congruent and we can say that they are similar as well because this condition is satisfied. Let's take another figure. I have drawn two circles that have same radius and we can verify this by overlapping the figures. So they are identical circles. So these two are congruent circles and they are also similar. But if I increase the size of the second circle, then these two circles will have same shape but they will not have same size. So now they are not congruent but they are similar figures. Let's understand the concept of similarity by taking some more examples. In second figure we have squares. We can say that the inner square over here is exactly same like this one. So we can say that they are congruent. However, we have this square which is bigger in size and this square smaller in size. So all these squares have same shape and they are of different sizes. So we can say these squares are similar. In the third figure, we have triangles of different sizes. All these triangles are equilateral triangles. So they will have same shape and hence they are similar. So we can conclude that all congruent figures are similar. But the similar figures need not be congruent. Can we say that these two quadrilaterals, quadrilateral ABCD and quadrilateral PQRS, are similar? Definitely they are not congruent because they have different sizes. But do they have same shape? Though they appear to have same shape, we cannot be certain about our answer, whether these two figures are similar or not. So, in order to be certain about our answer, we need to have a proper definition for similarity and rules. Like we have criterias or rules for congruency, or we call them test of congruency, to determine whether two given figures are congruent or not. We will define some rules or criteria for the similarity of two figures, and using those rules we will be able to answer whether two given figures are similar or not. Here I have a picture of beautiful white tiger. Now I have two copies of the same picture, but if I want the second picture to have a bigger size, then I will magnify the sides of the original picture by certain factor. So what I have done is I have magnified the original picture by multiplying the length and the breadth of this rectangle by a common factor, and this is basically what happens in similar figures. That means we have figures that have same shape but are of different sizes. Different sizes are obtained by magnifying or reducing the sides of original figure by a certain factor. This factor is called the scale factor. If the length here is 4 centimeters and the breadth is 3 centimeters in the smaller picture, to get a larger image, I have multiplied the sides of the smaller picture by a factor 2. So after magnifying, the larger image has dimensions 8 and 6 centimeters. So if I mark the first rectangular image as ABCD and the second rectangular image as PQRS, then we can clearly see that the ratio of their lengths BC upon QR is equal to 4 upon 8, which is equal to 1 on 2. Similarly, the ratio of their widths is DC upon SR, and that is equal to 3 upon 6, which is equal to 1 on 2. So we can see that the corresponding sides of these two rectangles are proportional. So this implies BC upon QR is equal to DC upon SR. And since the opposite sides of a rectangle are equal, the other two corresponding sides of these two rectangles will also be proportional. So we can conclude that if two figures are similar, then their sides should be proportional. So the scale factor here is 2 if we want to magnify the rectangular image, and it will be half if we want to diminish the rectangular image. Remember, we use the scale factor in developing maps. The architects use the scale factor in preparing blueprints for construction. Using the scale factor, maps and blueprints are reduced to the smaller size, but they have same shape of the object that they are made for. Let's compare their angles. Since we have two rectangular images, each angle will be 90. So the corresponding angles are equal. Angle A is equal to P, angle B is equal to Q, and angle C is equal to angle R, and angle D is equal to angle S. So we can make a second conclusion that if two figures are similar, then their corresponding angles have to be equal. Or we can say it other way around, if two figures have their corresponding angles equal, then they are similar. So we can conclude that two polygons of the same number of sides are similar if all the corresponding angles are equal and all the corresponding sides are in the same ratio. Now we will look at few more examples to understand whether both these conditions are necessary for two figures to be similar. We have quadrilateral ABCD and quadrilateral PQRS. By looking at the figure, we can say that angle D is equal to angle S, both are 85 degrees. Angle A is equal to angle P, both have same measures, 105 degrees. Angle B is equal to angle Q, both are measuring 100 degrees, and angle C is equal to angle R, each is measuring 70 degrees. So these are the corresponding angles of the two quadrilaterals and they are all equal. So the first condition is met. Now let's find the ratio of their sides. So SP upon DA is 4.2 upon 2.1, which is equal to 2. Similarly, PQ upon AB is equal to 3 upon 1.5, which is equal to 2. Likewise, you can find the ratios for other two sides. So QR upon BC is equal to 5 on 2.5, which is again 2, and SR upon DC is equal to 4.8 upon 2.4, and that is also equal to 2. So the corresponding sides are proportional. So this implies quadrilateral ABCD is similar to quadrilateral, since we started with A here. So we will start with the corresponding angle, that is P. PQRS. Notice that the symbol for similarity is a sleeping S without an equal to sign. So these two figures are similar as all corresponding angles are equal and all corresponding sides are proportional, and we write it in this manner. It is important to maintain the order of similarity. So A is corresponding to P, B is corresponding to Q, C is corresponding to R, and D corresponds to S. Also, AB corresponds to PQ, BC corresponds to QR, CD corresponds to RS, and AD corresponds to PS. Look at the second example. The first figure is a square. all sides are equal and all angles are 90. The second figure is clearly a rectangle. So we can say from the figure that all corresponding angles are equal because each will be equal to 90. So angle A is equal to angle P, angle B is equal to angle Q, angle C is equal to angle R, and angle D is equal to angle S. Let's find the ratio of their sides. So AD upon SP. AD upon SP gives us 3 on 3, which is equal to 1. AB upon PQ gives us 3 on 3.5, which will give us 6 on 7. So we can say that two of the sides are not proportional. So this implies that square ABCD is not similar to rectangle PQRS, because a square and rectangle do not have same shape, and that is why their corresponding sides are not proportional. With this we can conclude that both conditions are necessary for two figures to be similar. Third example, the first figure is a square. We can see all angles are 90 and all sides are equal. The second figure is a rhombus. All sides are equal but angles are not 90. So let's find the ratio of corresponding sides of these two figures. So AB upon PQ is equal to 2.1 upon 4.2, which is equal to half. BC upon QR is equal to 2.1 divided by 4.2, which is again half. So we can clearly see that if we find the ratio of other two sides, we will get the same result. So all corresponding sides are proportional. However, the angles are not equal because angle P and R are less than 90, angle S and Q are more than 90, whereas angles of the square are 90 each. So only the second condition is satisfied but first condition is not, which means that these two figures do not have same shape. Therefore, they are not similar. So we can write square ABCD is not similar to rhombus PQRS. So we have defined two criteria for similarity of two figures. One, all corresponding angles should be equal. Second, all corresponding sides of the two figures should be proportional. Even if one condition is not met, it implies that the two figures do not have same shape and hence they are not similar. Now we are in a position to answer questions of exercise 6.1. Fill in the blanks. All circles are, that's right, similar. All squares are also similar. All equilateral triangles are similar. So what does this imply? All regular figures of same number of sides will be similar. Fourth part, two polygons of the same number of sides are similar if their corresponding angles are equal and their corresponding sides are proportional. Question number 3. State whether the following quadrilaterals are similar or not. By looking at the figure, we can notice that the first figure is a rhombus, as all sides are equal but angles are not 90. Whereas the second figure has all its angles 90 and all its sides equal. So this is a square. Clearly, the angles are not equal. Angle P is less than 90 and angle A is equal to 90. So angle P is not equal to angle A. So this implies that the first condition is not met. The corresponding angles are not equal in these two figures. So we can say that since corresponding angles are not equal, figures are not similar. Now we can extend the idea of similarity to triangles, because triangle is also a polygon. So we can say that two triangles are similar if their corresponding angles are equal and their corresponding sides are in the same ratio. So triangle ABC and PQR will be similar if angle A is equal to P, angle B is equal to Q, and angle C is equal to R, and if AB upon PQ is equal to BC upon QR is equal to AC upon PR. With this, we come to the end of this video lesson. Your assignment is to write down the definition of similarity and to write down two different examples of pairs of similar figures and non-similar figures from your surrounding. See you in the next class. Until then, goodbye.